Hi, everybody, and thanks for your flexibility today and joining me online instead of meeting in person. We'll see if the weather actually does what it predicts. It's snowing pretty hard here right now, so we'll have to see. I wanted to just take you through the list of things that we need to do in lieu of our meeting today. I've tried to create a list for you. Oh, I see I have two number 5s. Excellent. I tried to create a list for you of things that you can do that we would have done in class today. So if you look online, I hope that you're seeing my screenshot of our Scholar site. Number 1 is to watch the rest of the film 12 O'Clock High on YouTube. Luckily, I found it available on YouTube, so you can go ahead and watch the rest of the film. We stopped, I checked their version, we stopped at 59 minutes 45 seconds. So if you want to forward to that spot and then push play, you should be right where we left off and ready to go. Then there is a discussion forum posted below. You can see it, let's see, down here, 12 O'Clock High discussion, where there are some discussion questions for you to go in and talk about the film itself. I'm asking that you post at least twice to this discussion. The second thing to do is to participate in discussion forums on each of the assigned readings. Again, if you look below, you can see I've created a discussion forum for each of the readings that we had for today, using the guide questions that were on the readings themselves. So you should be able to jump right in. The idea is, again, that you would post at least twice to each of these discussions so that don't feel like you have to answer every part of every question in your posting. The point is that we're having a conversation, even if it is online, so leave yourself room for hearing what other people have to say and responding to those comments. The third thing to do is to read the handout on summary writing that's posted in the resources box up above. Now, by up above, I mean the very first box, as you recall, is labeled resources. So if you go in this box, you'll see there's a handout on summary writing. There's a sample paper for summary writing. There's some handouts on paraphrasing, direct quotations, and avoiding plagiarism that we're going to talk about in a little bit. And then there's the rubric for how the summary paper will be graded, and the peer response sheets for how you can workshop your papers. We're going to talk about the details of all of those. I suggest that either you print all of them out or at least have them at the ready so that you can be looking at them. Particularly, you need to read this first one on summary writing, and we're going to talk about that paper in particular in my next video. So once you have read those materials, then watch my next video on summary writing that's going to walk you through the process and hit on some of the highlights from the chapter. Once you've done that, then you're going to want to review the handout on the summary paper critiques posted in the resources box up above. This is pretty basic standard stuff. Mostly it's looking at that rubric so that you know what the expectations are. And, oh, sorry, pop-up. Let's see. Don't show this message again. Perfect. So check out that handout. Then watch my video on writing teams and using the summary paper peer response worksheet, because we will be workshopping your papers in preparation for the summary paper that's due next class. So in order to do that, we're going to talk about your draft of your summary paper has to be posted to the writing team forum by February 7th at noon. And then you have to respond to each other's drafts using that peer response worksheet by February 10th at noon. And then the final draft of your 2-page paper will be due next time we meet. In addition to your summary paper, we have 2 other things that you'll need to do. One is complete the Verifying My Signatures Themes worksheet. This has to do with our Strengths Finder. Thank you, everybody, for sending me your top 5 strengths. You'll be getting a separate email from me about those. But this is another way of just thinking about those 5 signature themes and talking with someone else who knows you well about those themes and getting their feedback on them. And then finally, obviously, you'll need to read the assigned texts that are listed on our syllabus for next class. And, they're the same readings you can see at the top of the page on our next, under our next heading. So those readings will also need to be done for next time. If you have any questions about anything during the process, please don't hesitate to email me or call me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Happy reading, happy writing and responding, and I'll be sticking my nose in on occasion to see how you're doing.